So you say you need some defense, huh? Well, it's all good. You know your boy iMaverick got you. I am not the best Madden player in the world. I'm alright though. And I don't have the best defense in the world, but it's alright though. So I got 8 tips to help you improve your defense instantly. Spotlighting. You need to be spotlighting these niggas when you're on defense now. See, we're in a basic cover 3. The offense is in shotgun bunch. Now, when someone's in bunch, you know it's very common to try to flood the right side of the field with a streak, a slant out, and a flat route. So on defense, we may think, alright, cool, I'll just throw up a purple. He's gonna lock down the slant out, and if they throw to the flats, my nigga's gonna come up and make an easy tackle. Well, if you've been playing Madden for even a little bit this year, you know the purple zones don't play like that. 9 times out of 10, that purple's getting sucked by the flat, and they're going over top to the slant out. So on defense, we're gonna hit up to get to our coverage hot routes, hit X or A, depending on which system you're on, for the individual coverage, then X or A again on Jason Bung, because he's the man going on the slant out. Then we're gonna hit X or A one more time to finalize the spotlight. Now if they try that shit, it's not happening, bro. It's not happening. That purple zone is on that route like glue. We'll hop in instant replay. You can just see it's clink, clink, locked down. It's not happening. Not today, son. So definitely try working in these spotlights. The manual bump or the manual jam, whatever's clever. See here we have a B-gap blitz coming from the left side of the field, and everyone's manned up, and we're calling bump and run. So everyone's gonna get jammed. We even have our linebacker over the tight end, hoping that he'll jam his ass. But at the snap of the ball, you're gonna see the tight end gets off without a jam, and he gets an easy 15 yards on us. But the blitz got in, and everybody was holding their jams pretty good. But just because that tight end was able to get a release without any jam, Vic gets the ball off just before the blitz gets there. All right, no jam, free release, easy catch, first down, and I'm pissed because that was probably 3rd and long. So now this time we're calling the same play, except at the snap of the ball, I'm gonna hit R1, RB on Xbox, and I'ma manually jam or bump the tight end. Now everyone else gets decent jams, and I'm jamming the tight end's ass, so that slows down the quarterback's reads, and by the time Selleck gets off this jam, we already got our B-gap pressure screaming at the quarterback, and Michael Vick's eating a big-ass sack sandwich. Yeah! Combo defense. Very, very simple, but very, very effective. A lot of you guys are doing it, but some of you ain't, so I'm gonna share it. As you see, we're in a basic 2-man under. Offense is running the wide trail at a strong close. So what we're gonna do is hot route, globally blitz, globally hot route, whatever you call it, all of our linebackers to a yellow. Now I'm confident I can lock down the middle of the field with my users, so I'm gonna put the outside linebackers in purples, and we're gonna throw a spy up too from the DN because we're facing Vic. Now the offense, this is what they see. All they see is man, but they don't know we got all that shit going on. So if they're banking on a man read, they got another thing coming. All right, all that's going on, but all they see is that. So they're thinking, all right, cool, it's man, I'ma snap the ball. But hold up, there's a lot of zones going on right now. Nowhere to go for Vic, and his ass gets sacked. So if you hop in instant replay, you're gonna see there's nowhere for this man to go. We only had 2 guys manned up, but then we had 5 or 6 zones all across the field. The fullback goes to the right, but then the purple comes up and eats him. No one was manned up to the tight end, but because of all the zones and the traffic from the man-to-man coverage, there's nowhere for him to go. Macklin beats the press, but because of my usering, he can't get open. And poor little ass Deshaun Jackson, he just didn't have a shot. He wasn't getting the ball for shit. And Vic had nowhere to run because we threw that spy up from our defensive end, so he has to take the sack. Now some of you new guys may think, well, that's a lot of setup. That takes a long time to do. You just gotta go over here, go over there, go down, throw the spy, and then it's done. It does not take long. You see I did that in a few seconds. Start doing it, damn it. Pick versus swap versus hit, aka stop trying to intercept everything that goes in the air. As soon as the quarterback starts his throwing motion, you're already holding the interception button. That's gonna get you burnt, guys. You need to play it safe and play it smart. You need to know what to do in each situation. Now here we're in front of the wide receiver, and we're in the middle of the circle at the time of the catch, so we're gonna go ahead and take the pick. Now here we're a little bit behind, so we're gonna play it safe and just go for the swat. L1 on the PlayStation, LB on the Xbox. Now there's always those 50-50 situations where you think, hey, I might get the pick, I might get the swat. Let me tell you, go for the swat every single time in those situations, because right here we go for the pick and we give up the easy breezy touchdown. Now there's going to be some times where you're at that circle and the ball hasn't even dropped yet. In those cases, hit the strafe button, L2, or the left trigger on Xbox, turn around, get that easy pick. And there's gonna be other times where your ass is just beat, you can't pick, you can't swat. All you can do is try and hit his ass as soon as he catches it, and hopefully you get the drop. He won't drop it every time, but hey, it's worth a try. Next up, we have the super duper effective click off tackle. Very simple and very easy, but not used very much. As you see, I shoot the gap on this run, but I completely missed the halfback and he gets an easy first down. Now this could have been avoided had my ass been clicking off. In this next example, I'm gonna shoot the gap, and as soon as I get to the line of scrimmage, click off, let the computer make the hit stick tackle that will cause fumbles sometimes, and this is super effective on special teams, counters, tosses, and anything where you have to make an open tackle and don't want to get your ass embarrassed. Disguise your coverage, son. Now it has its pros and its cons. Some I like, some I don't, but it's very effective if used at the right time. Now the offense read that we were in man coverage because we were, and they called it man beater and they beat us. They can also motion their wide receiver over. They're gonna know it's man because our DB follows them. So they call their man beater again and they beat our man coverage. Now on defense, we can say, alright, fuck that, I'm sick of this shit. Pause the game. Go to coaching options, then defensive assignments, and all we need to do is put players that we know will never ever be in the game and assign them to their starting 4 receivers, their tight end, and their halfback. Now really you only need to assign garbage players to whoever they're gonna have on the outsides of their formations, and I already knew who that was since I'm in practice mode, but just to be safe, do their first 4 wideouts, tight end, and running back. Now if they motion this time, we don't have that DB follow him all the way across the field. And we even have our defensive back start to the outside and then come back in as if it was zone coverage. But it's really man, and if they were to know that, they could call their man beaters and beat our man. But it doesn't look like that because our DBs start from the outside and they come back in as if it was zone coverage and they don't follow on the motion. Now I didn't have time to show this, but also when you do the defensive assignments like I just did, and you call a zone and then hit man the line, as soon as you break the huddle, your guys will line up as if it's man coverage. They won't go to the outside and then back in. Now I know I said I had 8 tips for you guys, but I've only showed 6 in this video. That's cause it's a Mad Fam movement, and I think there's 2 guys in the Madden community that can show you the last 2 tips better than I can. First off, my man Master Chappy, and second, MVP. Now the last 2 tips are this. The second to last one is user skills. Now I think there's two parts to user skills. One is practice, which only you can do, and second is having the knowledge of what to do and how to really use and do the user skills, alright? And I'm gonna send you to Master Chappy for that. This man has so many tutorials, it's insane. He has tutorials on how to rocket catch, on how to face throw, on how to stop the rocket catch, on how to stop the face throw. And he even has his own defensive guide he just released that is completely fire. So check out his channel, Master Chappy. Most of you guys may already know him. If there's something that you can do on Madden, please believe he most likely has a tutorial out there for him. So go check out Master Chappy and learn how to get your user stick game up to where it needs to be. Let him know I, Maverick from MaddenMastermind, sent you. And last but not least, I think you need to know some blitzes, man. You need to know how to get some heat on people. And not too many people come up with unique blitzes like this man MVP. I've came across his page. I think he almost specializes in A-gap. I don't know if he posts anything else, but he's got some crazy blitzes. Some blitzes that it's like, damn, what? I didn't even know they were blitzing. And it will definitely frustrate your opponent. I will say this though about MVP's blitzes. Make sure you have a scheme around that. Don't just come out running his blitzes every single down on defense. I'm sure he wouldn't even recommend that. He has awesome blitzes, but make sure you know when to work them in. Don't just call a blitz, a nice A-gap blitz just to do it, because you will get your ass spanked by a good player. So mix his blitzes in and definitely check out Chappy. And let both of these guys know that I, Maverick, sent you. Mad Fam Movement, we are rolling, we running strong. And what I need to know from y'all is, do y'all want to see some ultimate team play? Because some of y'all been, actually a lot of you guys have been suggesting it. A lot of you guys like the team play because it's something different from me. And everyone's like, yo, do ultimate team. I've never tried this shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to do it. I know it has cards in it, and I don't see how that translates to Madden, but I'll check it out. It might be funny. I don't know. But if y'all want to see it, enough people in the comments, hint towards they want to see it, then I'll hop on Ultimate Team, and that'll be an upcoming video. But alright, y'all, Mad Fam, I'ma peace out. Till next time, God first, God bless.